Hi viewers, please support my channel to subscribe, like and share. Also please comment on video, thank you all. Elon Musk's SpaceX company's mammoth new rocket, Starship, has exploded on its maiden flight. No one was hurt in the uncrewed test that lifted off from Texas's east coast on Thursday morning local time. After around 3 minutes into the flight, the rocket, the biggest ever developed, started to tumble out of control and was destroyed, most probably by onboard charges. Mr. Musk has said his company will try another launch in a couple of months. SpaceX engineers still class the launch as a success, and say they will review the data collected as they work towards the next flight. Congrats at SpaceX team on an exciting test launch of Starship. Learned a lot for next test launch in a few months, Mr. Musk tweeted. Mr. Musk had tried to temper expectations before the launch. Just getting the vehicle off the ground and not destroying the launchpad infrastructure would be considered a win, he said. Starship certainly managed to clear its launch complex on the US-Mexico border, but it was evident fairly soon afterwards that not everything was going to plan. As the rocket climbed into the sky, 6 of the 33 engines at the base of the vehicle were not working. And 3 minutes into the flight it was obvious the end was near. When the two halves of the vehicle should have separated, they were in fact still connected, and tumbling. A large explosion then ripped across the sky, presumably the result of computers triggering Starship's flight termination system. The top segment of Starship, also known as the ship, had taken flight previously on short hops, but this was the first time it had launched with its lower stage. This immense booster, called simply Super Heavy, was fired while clamped to its launch mount in February. However, its cluster of engines on that occasion were throttled back to half their capability. If, as promised, SpaceX went for 90% thrust on Thursday, the stage should have delivered something close to 70 meganewtons. That's double the thrust achieved by the Saturn V rocket that famously sent men to the moon in the 1960s and 70s. The plan for the mission was to see the integrated Starship rocket fly out over the Gulf of Mexico. The aim was to dispatch the ship on a near-orbital trajectory that concluded with it splashing down in the Pacific, a couple of 100 km north of Hawaii. Super Heavy, which powers the first 2 minutes and 50 seconds of flight, would have then tried to return close to the Texas coast once its lifting job was done. But if the project were successful, it would have been transformative. But Musk has been clear that this is just the first step in a huge project. The prospective payload performance to orbit of more than 100 tons of flight, allied to the low cost of operation, principally, just the cost of fuel, should open the door to an exciting future. We've got an arduous 2 or 3 years ahead of us with, probably, many bumps on the road, but at the end of that, we should have something that enables a base on the moon and a base on Mars, Mr. Musk said this week. The entrepreneur will initially use Starship to launch thousands more satellites for his broadband internet constellation in the sky, Starlink. Only when engineers are confident in the vehicle's reliability will they permit people to fly on the rocket. The first mission has already been lined up. It will be commanded by billionaire U.S. businessman and fast jet pilot Jared Isaacman. He's already flown to space in a SpaceX Dragon capsule. The first flight around the moon will be conducted by Japanese retail fashion billionaire Yusaku Maezawa. He will take 8 artists with him as part of his Dear Moon project. The U.S. Space Agency, NASA, wants to use a version of Starship to land its astronauts on the moon's surface. Hi viewers, please support my channel to subscribe, like and share. Also please comment on video, thank you all.